Have you ever been mad? Real mad? Mad at other people? Do you like hearing other people get mad? Yes? Do you like hearing others be mad about art? Great. I'm about to yell at you about things I don't like. Let's go! Number 1. People taking my sketchbook when I'm working on something just to look at it. 90% of the time they act like it's no big deal, and then they just start flipping through it. What are you doing? That isn't yours! Don't just look through other people's stuff. You wouldn't want me to randomly start rifling through your stuff. Where do you get off? Don't touch my sketchbook, you burnt pizza crust! Number 2. People referring to the ability to draw as a talent. Sure, some people are naturally gifted and are able to draw just straight out of the womb. I am not one of those people. Number 3. Artists who refuse to take critique, but preach about how important it is to improve and learn more to be a better artist. I've only seen this a little bit, but it makes my blood boil whenever I see the people who do act like this. Artists who preach about how taking critique is important to improve and then refuse to take critique themselves drive me absolutely insane. There's no way to convince them that they're anything but godly at art, and I will never understand people who act like this.
You should always be open to critique. It's important to listen to it so that your art improves. No matter what, listen to it.
Oh, Haley? You could use some anatomy work on...
It's my style! They're supposed to look like that. Why are you so butthurt about my art?
Bruh. It sounds ridiculous, but people like this actually exist. And it's tiring to deal with. Don't be that guy. Number 4. People who use their friends to gain fame and popularity. It's so painfully obvious when this happens, and it's infuriating. Especially when the creator themselves isn't really anything noteworthy, which just makes the disconnect even greater, because they tend to get a swelled ego. Finally finished another collab. Can I collab with you? Psh, talk to me once you hit 20K. Number 5. People who see me sitting here, hunched over a sketchbook, actively drawing in it, pencil in hand, on the paper, and still feel the need to lean over, watch me draw, and still ask, "You draw? Like, what do you think I'm doing right now? My pencil is literally on the paper making lines." And every time, I give them the same answer. No. You're asking me a stupid question, you're gonna get a stupid answer. It's as simple as that. Number 6. I get it. This is probably the most popular pet peeve to ever exist. When you're sketching and people see and their immediate reaction isn't to interact with you based on that, or start a conversation centered around the thing they noticed you're drawing, no. Almost always, you end up with something like, "Oh my god, can you draw me?" And then, as an artist, you respond, "No," or you say, "Sure, I have commissions open," and then they're like, "What's that?" And then you look at them and go, "You pay me to draw you," and they look so disappointed. They just ask you to do it for free. Not only is that rude, but it basically tells the artist you're asking that you don't think their art is worth anything. Don't do this. Number 7. Art thieves! I can make an entire video on this. I might! But I'm not planning to do that right now. As an artist, I think one of the most rage-inducing things to see is someone stealing your art. I'm not sure if tracing is worse, or if just straight up claiming they made something is worse. They make me want to murder everything. Number 8. People asking about what you're drawing when you're in the middle of drawing it. How many times have you been elbow deep into a drawing and someone comes up and starts asking stupid stuff? Is that you? What are they doing? Is that anime? Why are they naked? Just let me finish this. All of the questions you have will be answered once I finish this. Holy crap! 9. People who claim they can't draw. I don't care if you can't draw a stick figure. I don't care if you can't draw a circle. I've literally heard this 500 times. You're not saying anything new, interesting, or funny. And all saying this does is annoy the artist you're talking to. And finally, number 10. People who insist drawing is easy. That anyone can do art and that it's incredibly simple, despite the fact that it's something that takes years to do. I bet I could do that way easier. I've seen kids draw better stuff than this. Why don't you? Why don't you? Here, take my pencil and my sketchbook, draw a perfect figure study if it's so easy for you. That's what I thought. Anyway, that about wraps up this video. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys so much for waiting for me to put this out. A lot of stuff happened with my computer, and it kind of just got real bad, and I couldn't render anything. But I have a new laptop now. I'll be able to start making videos again. Hopefully I'll have another one up by next week, and if not, as soon as possible. While you're here, make sure to click that bell button so you get notified whenever I make a video, and click that little subscribe button. Just give it a little kiss. See, there you go. You did it. Good job. 10 out of 10. Alright, and that about wraps things up. Be safe, and I love you.